49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Breeze now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Yards on the pickup.
It's on 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time. Michael Thomas, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Then goal to go.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got it.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots 0.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Newton. He completes it right side to White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton throwing again. Screen pass to Connor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Patriots nothing.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for James Conner. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. That's a couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40. The 20. 10.
Right down their throat.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hit me. Let's go. Let's go.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Newton.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout.
That's good.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That time he was looking for Jerry Judy.
But now it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
There on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll set up the screen out of Kamara. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
For the field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Stepping up, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
At the 14-yard line.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Showtime, baby.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Conversion.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Kamara on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Intended.
We got a plan to catch.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. He's going to go up top again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Tonight's Final score, Seahawks.
Well, we were on hand for a Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3rd and Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
33-yard line.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And 10.
They set up the screen below. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down. That's the end of the first.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing. Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held down. They forced the field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down, this is Jackson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Good.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And 10 at their 49-yard line.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
Tyler Lockett. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
first carry for Austin Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. Still on his feet. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
6 brings up
on the run. It's Bo Jackson, and he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try and run forward with Bo. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 79 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The middle.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The
Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Now Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Number 30.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards
on any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Chris Jones.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Right side caught by Jackson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Right at the line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
34, Bo Jackson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. C.D. Lamb, 49 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tony Gonzalez, 54 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Jones operating from the gun. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by Warner out left side. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's Eckler again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will. They've played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, it's Favre.
Escaping the pressure right. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Favre on 2nd down.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, Favre.
He's going to launch this. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A run for the 4-time 1,000-yard man, Arian Foster. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Vick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action now, Vick. Open man, here's Foster. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
23.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Giants 26.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Favre to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
From the gun, it's Favre. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This is Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Trying to run with Hunt. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd down. It's Hunt, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Vick now from the 50. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Makes it 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Vick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Foster on 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
41-yard line.
Vic goes play action. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Gain of 29.
He got 29 yards that time.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vic eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Brings up third down.
Now here's Vic. Steps away. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Ain't doing nothing.
Sanders shaking and baking. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20,
How you like me now?
10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Patriots 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions. in this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Vick. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down now. It's Foster. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made by...
It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
It's 20. Patriots 9.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is far. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Favre. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Patriots take over first.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Favre.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
10 more there and another first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
1st and 10.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try.
Lambo on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Favre. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get...